Thank you for joining my channel. I am JD Mortal, otherwise known as Mortal. The name of my channel is Blank Paper, TLDR content, as the title says. And I am playing Mad Games Tycoon 2, and I have set it up as a marathon style game, so it's going to be a lot of episodes. This is episode 2. If you are just tuning in, I'm going to go back and check out episode 1, maybe fast forward through it a little bit. I explain the programs that I use a little bit better and go over some details about the game, which may or may not be worthy of listening to. And with that said, again, thank you for joining the stream or channel or video or whatever. And I'm going to jump right back into playing the game. Let's see how this goes. It's 2:30 in the morning. It is, I am just waking up. I woke up to a nice cold free pizza sitting outside my door. Someone ordered food and never came back to get it. Luckily, it wasn't full of ants, and hopefully it wasn't poisoned. I will find out. If I don't make it to the end of this video seems really long. That's probably why. Let's get going. Oh, and I also have a new microphone coming in tomorrow to test out. There's nothing wrong with this one. I love this microphone, but it's another microphone from the same company. It's a different kind of microphone. It's a dynamic microphone, and I think it has a slightly better DSP inside of it. I don't know. I will find out. Okay, what was I doing? I was doing some contract work here, and I was doing nothing here because I think I was trying to save money. I'm $300,000 in debt. Not a big deal. I've got 11 months to resolve that. I have a game out, and I should be pumping out another game if I remember correctly. The new, I don't know if this is new or not. But yes, this trend will continue for 21 weeks. So this is still the same old conspiracies and puzzle game is the desired genre and topic, and the undesired genre and topic would be adventure and education for a topic. Okay. So I'm definitely not making an adventure game. I could make one and hope that next month it is a well-received title, or I can wait and I can make it and park it until that time. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue this. Let us go speed level 3, which is speed level 2 in here. All right, my bathrooms are functioning. People are not going crazy looking for trash and things. They're using that up. All right, so I need to see maybe possibly what else I can research here next. It's probably going to be, I want to say quality assurance, because I want to start getting, I want to keep up on the games, doing the game reports, so I can get all those good and bad traits marked off inside the game. But really, sound, no, I take it back. I say sound and audio are definitely needed, but there's not a lot of sound and audio features. So being able to cram in these extra features that these guys can provide without the actual game features of the programming being in there really helps. I am more interested in getting subgenres in there. I already have subtopics, it appears, so I can research those. So I'm going to have them do that. I'm going to get subgenres in here just to get that out of the way. And then I will probably go right for quality assurance and take the hit for that. It's $200,000. Put me $500,000 in the hole. Hopefully that'll be resolved soon, as this is now making a profit. So I am happy with that. All right, subgenres. We are researching you. Researching you. I don't know why I call it researching, because you haven't done the first search. You can't research. Right? I mean, am I wrong? And that's right. Search and research means do it again. Okay, we are done with that task. And I don't know, maybe I should get one more commission job out here. The main topic is puzzles. So if I get more experience with these guys doing puzzles and give them their garbage games quickly, I can get mine up. So my next puzzle game will be even more popular. And this is the Tapple. That's the one I want to get the experience on, really. This is this CF, whatever it is, Fairtech CF. I'm gonna do you. All right, so target group, I believe I already did all in seniors, so, and teenagers probably. So I'm gonna jump in and do adults here, get that checked off the little info box there when this game gets researched or the game report made. Topics. Let me see what I have for those. So this is my little program I use here. I go over this in episode 1. You will see this now here coming up. Well, now you will see it coming up because I took off the title screen. I use this to help me make perfect games and keep track of what I am doing along in here. So I've got my topics already researched. I go over that a little bit more. All right, so the ones that I have that you don't see green or red inside the actual game here itself, they are green and red up here. So I've already got ancient. So ancient is appropriate. Castles is appropriate. And I think I'm going to do castles to get that in there. I can do ancient. It's not saturated over here. The saturation levels are indicated on the left if you've never played this before. All right, so I'm going to do ancient, and I'm going to get castles in here. Oh, wait, is this? Ah, I didn't even check. Puzzle. I didn't even have that category selected. Now, okay, ancient is still in there. Okay, but it's not castles. Candy is the one that I want. And I have candy. So, I have candy. Let's get that out there. Okay, that looks good. All right, go back here and can't change anything here. I don't have my own engine yet. That will be soon as I get an engine feature to research. One language, and that's great. I've got all my experience is pretty much up here. So this is going to be the last level. So I will be good to go on my title after doing this. All right, so the perfect game values would be in a perfect world with perfect scores and everything. 7 and 4 and 4, 2, 6, 8, 4, 2, 6, 8 and 808. More bice again. And 50, 10, 10, 30. That looks good. 0 points extra, 0 points extra. Okay. And now just pack it full of these features. And I don't really need to. Yeah, because I'm going to do. This is going to be the last game I'm going to do. That's going to get me 90% here and 100% on my other tech skills. I don't know what was that for this. That's going to give me 3 stars on the tap of 1. I'm happy with that. Oh, and I don't have to give it a name because it's not my game. All right, so roughly about 46,000 bucks is what I'll get for this. So I want to make sure, what are we at already? So starting off, we are at 27,000. So about 26,000. So at the most, we can make 10,000 bucks for this if I just were to not wait for week 4 to roll around. And unfortunately, looking here at the bottom of the screen, I am in week 3 already. Week 4 is going to roll in. This is not going to be done by the end of week 4. Oh, well, bummer. It's just going to include everybody's salaries into that price as the month rolls over and I pay everybody out for doing this game. Again, learning experience, sometimes it costs money. It still costs the same. Even if it didn't roll over, it still cost me at the end of the month. If the game had not, even if it didn't include it in the game, it's coming out of my wages and my costs down here. So it'd be a hidden cost. All right, hand over the game. Heck no. Continue development. I can change design direction, and I'm going to do that so I can get this 4 stars across the board here. Music is already more than expected. So, all right, design priority. And we are going to turn down music, crank up graphics here a bit. And yeah, we'll just crank up graphics. That's the only other one. It's probably going to need it. So we are going to hand it over. I could have dumped in a little bit more time here before week 4 rolled around, but might as well get it out the door as quick as we can. It's already a hit. So I'm not complaining. So even though sound was at a star level, it was still only 73%. And graphics were at 59%. These are always going to struggle because there's not a lot of features in those 5 features I selected. There's not a lot of those there's none of those that contain any bonus graphics options in there. And this is a really large team to have to work on that tiny little game. All right, so they are done with that. This game is already starting to taper off. That was after the Christmas. Oh no, Christmas is just upon us. So Christmas is coming up next. I might be able to get this game out before Christmas. That would be great if I could. Okay, let me try that. I don't have an engine yet. So I'm going to go ahead and I could really be a jerk and do like the AI does and just make a sequel to this, even though this really hasn't come out. I'm going to do that because it's going to go off faster. I can either do a sequel or a spin. If I do a spin-off, I can change the topic. I don't want to do that. I want to do a sequel. I think the only limitation of a sequel is that you retain the main genre. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know something retains. Here we go. I'm going to automatically get, you know, like 40 love for this. And it does have some kind of IP. So that's good. Better than having 0.0. And we're going to go computer and console games. Yeah, so it won't allow me to change the main genre and the subgenre in a sequel. And the target group was for teenagers. I'm going to go back and I think it was teenagers and adults puzzle. Check. Anyways, teenagers, adults, and seniors. So I'm going to make this one for adults. Try and get the other corner of the market. I'm not worried about seniors. That is a very definite smaller demographic. I will worry about them later on because I do want to include them to get their sales in on mine and their love or followers. Got to have those fanboys. Even if they are like 90. They love puzzle games. Okay, let's go. I'm not changing anything here. Oh, maybe I can put a subtopic in now. I didn't have a subtopic before. So I'm going to keep ancient. Hopefully that's not too burnt out. I'll find out 1 second. And it's not. Okay, so it's not a saturated market. That last game I made, it could have saturated the market. There's not a lot of population at the moment. All right, so the next best potential would be... I mean, I've got cyborgs and dolls, and I don't think either of those. Cyborgs is not in there. And dolls. Do I not have dolls? Oh yeah, I've got dolls in there, but it's not correct. So I can either go with candy again for mine, as I just did with the other one, because that's green. So that's appropriate. Or I can try digging, dragons, and fantasy, and kids. Treasure and wizards. I might do... ancient digging instead of ancient candy. I mean, ancient candy is going to be hard, right? So let's do ancient digging. Archaeology. There we go. That makes kind of a sense in a way. And even though it doesn't have that in the title here, I'm going to include it because it is one of the topics. So this way I know by looking at it. And I'm going to put the 2 as well, even though it's not a true I mean, it is a sequel, but it's not a true sequel to just this one. Modified sequel, so to speak. All right, so I'm going to leave that like that. All the other values should be the same because I have not changed the subgenre, and I'm 99.99999% sure that I have the correct values from last time. All right, so this is definitely going to be on the tap of 1. I can't put a second platform in yet. Curious, are there any dev kits yet? Nope. Nope. All right, all languages are on. I don't know why. Later on, it's going to start turning this off for some stupid reason. You're going to have to manually select all languages again. And this should all be correct. Oh, this might not be. This is definitely not. I mean, it might be correct for what I... Yeah, this is just what I just did right now. So actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that the way it is because more than likely, this is probably better matched to my production level and what I have available to select, which is just those features. Maybe I should have added another feature. I can still do that. If these guys finish the subgenre, if there's another feature, I can research that and I can tuck it in here after the fact. So get that started. All right, plus 40. So this should go by pretty quickly. All right, I'm going to cut off, pause it just before week 4. I don't know where. It gets awfully close, and I don't want to like tick over and just missed it just because it decides to roll over before it actually gets to the end of the marker here. All right, what do we have? We are still at 1 star. I don't care. These have got to be really, really close. So we're going to go to search publisher, and we are going to continue with Qatari. Okay, I don't believe this one was Qatari. Last time I think this was Ep2 because it was a puzzle game. But this one we got Qatari because we did a commission job for them. So we already got that extra love. And they are paying only $8 per title, but they have got the largest exposure. And I will take Qatari. It was either going to be Qatari or Nintendo, the knockoff of the Nintendo. So we are going with Qatari this time. And I'm going to be making games for the Qatari systems anyways. They will not like that I'm making them for Tapple or my own in the future, but for now, that'll be fine. If I get an exclusive contract with them, and if it's less than, if it's for a decent amount of time, I will take it because that'll give me like 12 to 15 bucks per title with their great exposure. Okay, so we got +1s and everything. Added 1 to digging. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to apply to the actual, to that game. It's going to apply that in the next game. All right, and I have, like that, these are all high. Total genre, 8 points. Topic, 3 points. On platform, 4. On topic. So they do like Tapple. So that's good. Okay. And it's a hit. 91, 97. And then in the middle, sandwiched between that, it's a 65 and a 72. All right, new studio ranking, Garage Company. Create a sequel to a game. Yay! So I got that little award there. Or achievement. Whatever. Achievement. And we're going to crank out one more game. Try and catch the tail end of the Christmas rush. It's not going to be a sequel. That one, this one is going to be a new one. So I'm going to go, again, develop a game. We can do a spin-off and get that out of our belt because that allows us to change the genre and maintain some more of this love. So I only 20% out of this, and I can't do it off of the sequel. So it has to be only off of the original game that I did it off of. So we're only gonna get 20. The last time I got 40 to start off with. So you retain only some of that. And the IP went up to 0.2, which is awesome. Now this is another thing. When you make a sequel, or a spin-off, the original game is going to take a hit as well. As these games increase in their popularity, it's going to make this game naturally be less attractive. I believe that is the caveat or the catch-22 to making sequels faster and spin-offs is the older game becomes, it's older. It's the late model. And there's no difference here. Computer game and console, okay. Same, I can't do B+ yet. Nope, still B. I don't have that many features in it. I got 5 features. I think for B+, I need, yes, 5 features. I could make a B if I had researched that. And target group, we're going to make this one for... Oh, okay, I can change the main genre. So let's do that. I'm going to change the main genre to racing, which is going to be all ages. So I can right away, I can either hit all ages and capture a quarter of all the markets, or go directly for the jugular and make it for children. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it for children, the largest demographic out of there, and I'll get the majority of children, not just a quarter of children. If I had just picked all, you essentially get like a quarter of each, because only a quarter of each likes all ages content. The rest, children, the greater majority of children, 50% of them like playing just children games. 50% of teenagers like playing just teenager games. And then the other 25% that's left over of teenagers, they like playing children, teenagers, and adults. So they like that spread, or they will play any one of those. It's not that they like it; they really will accept either one of those, but they won't accept seniors. So it is something weird like that in the game code. So that's what I've observed through making exactly the same titles, but selecting the different options. Okay. Subgenre. So there's no racing puzzle games. There probably is no other racing genres that I can pick here. Racing skill, maybe. Yeah, no, I don't have any appropriate ones. So I'm not going to select anything. I'm just going to leave it as a raw racing game, which is great because it'll be faster anyways. And you can see here, its target group is all ages. So we're going to not select a subgenre. And I am going to change this to race. I'm going to keep ancient because that's already 4 stars. And now it's probably not going to be green. It's going to start being saturated. So it might be yellow now. Up to, yeah. Now it's getting smothered in the market. All right. And racing, actually, ancient is not appropriate for racing, is it? Darn. Okay, I'm going to change that then and get something that's actually appropriate for this. And we have got probably nothing here that's researched. Dolls, digging, cyborgs, candy. I don't think any of that is going to be new. All right, so that's okay. I can get 2 good topics that I know are good, and that'll be fine as well. And the first 2 that I have are cabs and cars. So right off the bat, we're going to go for cabs and cars. All right, so that is set up. Next, I don't think I'm going to go for Fairtech. It's still a minority market. So just Tapple exclusive just because. And no engines still. No dev kits coming out. There are no new consoles in Argosy. Now it's going to start disabling it. All right, and this is not going to be correct either, so I have to change this. All right. I probably should have done that with the other one as well. All right, did I get anything? Oh, yes, I got 1. So that's great. It's going to boost up my sales. This is going to boost up my sales. So it's 5 and 10 probably. It's going to boost everything up. It's great. I had 2 games and both of them made it to the charts. Awesome. And I got a new rating out of that too. All right, so what did I get for it? It was 30% games sold for getting the awards. And now I can actually take down some of these pictures. Don't really need to, but when I expand these rooms, I can use my trophies instead of pictures, which are free. And I don't believe they count towards my asset value with taxes, whereas these do. So better to use those when and wherever possible. And go. Keep going. All right, these guys, I'm going to have, there's going to be some topics or something popping up. Something's going to come up here. But I can have them doing B+. So we can start getting those. If I get 1 B+ game as the next one, that'll be great. Well, it looks like at this speed, it's going to be the next game. All right, so graphics is already up, so continue development infinitely. All right, we are on week 4, nearing the end of it. What are we at for design priority? And we are missing that one. All right, so I'm going to try and change the design priority again, and we're going to do the opposite. Crank these back down, and I will leave a little bit more in here. Put this up to 50 because I still have to equal 50, and we can try and just get these up. Technical, we'll leave that up there a little bit too, because we have to still hit 100. This stupidly doesn't let you put 100% into there. I'm not going to get it by the end of week 4, I don't think. If I got that extra star, that would be great. It's hard trying to get that extra star when you have, excuse me, a lot of unknown things that you've added on there, or skills that you have not researched, and features that you haven't researched. You don't have any star levels in. any education. Finished development. Where are we at? Still missing that one. It's okay. I don't care. It's at 70 to 90%. It's at 69,000 right now. So I'm just avoiding that other, I think it's like 10,000 it would have added, or 12,000 would have added from the employees' salaries. All right, search publisher, and we're going back with Qatari again, and good. I have 3-star levels for Qatari. Created a spin-off, got that bonus there, or not bonus, the achievement there. 84%. All right. Develop a game. Yeah, let's get one more title out. I mean, it's not costing us tons of money. Only $60,000 per. I'm getting $281,000 already. The more I can hammer out, the better. I cannot get a B+ yet, right? No, they are still working on that. That's okay. Develop a game, and I'll get some other topic out here that I don't have, and that would be my skill game. It's 40% market share. It's a little bit lower, but that's okay. I'll get that point in there. Did I not get that point for the other one? Oh, it wasn't a skill game I made a puzzle game for them. All right, so maybe I know I did one skill game that was just a skill game, so I've got the points for that. So let's see if there's a combo I can make with a subgenre, and we can do a puzzle. So we can corner a little bit of that market still without actually interfering with these points here. Yeah, so we will do that, and it's not totally smothered. It's still popular or saturated. Same. And this can be all, but again, I'm going to go right for the jugular and go right for children on this one. And the topics are going to be puzzle, I said. So I got to select that in my little program. And subgenre, I mean, the topics are going to be ancient and candy. So ancient, good. Get that in there. It's a high point value. And I have candy. It's got 1. It's not smothered or saturated yet. All right, so digging, dragging, some fantasy, and kids. This is where I was before. I'm going to get some of these other ones knocked out. So what did I say? Digging and dragging. There's digging, dragging. I'm just going down the list. Again, this will just turn them green when I do the market research or the game reports. All right. Ski, buzz, ancient, dragons. I don't know, can you guys hear that keyboard in the background? Probably if I talk. If I don't talk, you might not hear it. That looks good. Main platform, Tapple 1. I mean, I could stick the Tapple 2 in here now, just to get that little bit of extra exposure. I mean, it's 300,000 extra people. I will do that. It was a multi-platform game. I'll make this one a little bit harder for me to do. There you go. Now let's just turn back off again. Got to turn it all back on. And that should be just about good. And this has got 3 great topics and then 2 okay topics, or acceptable topics, which is even better because I will get more points for including these and just no extra points for having also, or a few extra points for only including the yellow ones. Okay. Good. And we're going to try and get this one out as fast as possible again, too. Still touch on that January or December, January, February, 3-month Christmas area here. That'll help the initial sales, which is going to help all the years following sales. All right, no more features, miscellaneous. Okay, now I've got money. So I am going to definitely get this quality assurance in there. I can afford that. Probably should have paid off the loan. Did I take out a loan? I don't think I did. I did not take out a loan, so that's good. I have 5 million in reserve I can't potentially use. New platform, new platform. All right, Commander Pete, you are going to be learned. I am going to continue development. We're at 57. I'm going to wait till 58. 58, if this is star level, it is. Oh, no, it's not. All right, so 60. Man. Here's what I just guess. I wish we would just show star levels here. And it'll be really annoying because you can check it once. Okay, so we're at 60. So now it might show a star level. Now if I go and check it again, it's probably not going to be a star level. Let's see. This one lost a star level. Mysteriously out of nowhere. Yep. Glitch much? Now if I check it again, all of them will be stars. Oh, nope, now this one lost a star. Alright, now is music going to lose a star? Oh, no, one get... It's totally random. Why? I mean, was that truly actually a star? Was it not a star? I'm going to change design priority anyways, because this is already a star, so let's go ahead and we'll bring these back up again so we can start spreading that love around. Alright, new research developed, 2D line graph. Alright, now I can make my own game engine, so I've got to stop this quality assurance thing, cancel task, jump right into that engine feature so I can go ahead and get my first game engine out the door. Need that ASAP. Research keyboard support, that's for platforms, for consoles, and well, that essentially turns a console into a computer. It makes them able to play computer games at that point. And then later on you get mouse support as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I really just gotta wait for 2D line graphics to come out before I make my next game. That should be, it's rolling around pretty quick. I might want to start throwing people into my support group right now because these are going to start to get harder real fast. All right, where are we at here? We are still short on art. And that's up as high as it can go, so do what you can. And we already rolled over to week 4, damn it. What is the price on that? That's 121,000, 80 to 100%. Okay, let's get this to 90 to 100% then. I mean, 2D line graphics is coming out. We're February. And I think I should, man, maybe I'm gonna cut this short. We are fine here. Like I said, I could try and cram those extra points in there and make this 90 to 100%. It's probably gonna be close to like 89% or maybe like 92% anyways. I mean, but if I let it roll to the end of February, then I don't get some of this tail end of the Christmas. Oh, I don't get the tail end of the Christmas anyways. It's already ended. Okay, so I'm gonna continue development then. What the hell? What the hell? I'll hopefully still get my extra 30% here. That's not actually 30%. And what are we going to have you guys? Console features, I can't research that. Miscellaneous. I don't think I should have any more topics. No, I think I burnt myself up on topics here. Go back to quality assurance. I could rather have you. Set you up a little studio room. All right, we're on week 3. Where are we looking for points? We are looking good. We're all star level, so search publisher. And, oh, Microsoft is finally in here. If I go with Qatari. I keep going with Qatari. See, I thought one of these, there was one that was 5 stars that offered like $9 or $10 or something like that. Maybe they're not here yet, or maybe the game's decided, nah, we're not going to do that this time. I mean, Microsoft's going to be around a lot more than Qatari, I believe. And even though it says 5 stars, I believe Nintendo ultimately gets more. Now, I want to get this early contract work done, and I want to get... and just cross my fingers and hope that it's not a very long contract. All right, there we go, 97%. That's close to the average. All right. Marble Maze. Creating a skill game with a rating of at least 70, 90%. One of your games must reach an overall average rating of at least 90. Okay, rest is garbage. Don't need to know any of that. And game engine. All right, finally. Maybe that should be the new title of this, or the subtitle. First game engine. Where are we at? We are sitting at just under an hour. So yeah, this is going to be great. Develop engine. Develop a new engine. I hate that it says update when you can't actually you don't have any engines. All right, so the way I do engines is this. I make one engine for each platform in an appropriate genre for that type of hardware. So for instance, an arcade game, I might make that racing, because that racing is going to be our fighting game, because that might be a more appropriate genre for that. So mine, let's say for a computer. All right, well, we'll do the Tapple one. So this is a computer. Okay, and an appropriate one, it tells you right here what they are. So skill is appropriate for everything. Puzzle game is least appropriate for arcade machines. I would definitely not use this for an arcade machine engine. Adventure, least appropriate for arcade, not good for a smartphone, not good for a handheld, not good for a console. This is good for a computer. So either adventure or RPG is going to be the genre that I use for making a computer. In this case, this is the Tablet 1. Now, my issue with doing that is the fact that a majority of my games are going to be skill games, which is also good for a computer. And a majority of my games are going to be, the main platform is going to be a PC, which is going to have the highest skill level. So I will also be making one that has a skill for a PC as my primary. So for the AI, these ones I will have for sale because this is most appropriate for a computer. So this is going to say PC, even though it's a Tapple, it's a computer, personal computer. And it's going to say adventure, because that's what the actual genre is for this. And their price is going to be, for tech level 1, it's going to be 1,000, and all my profit sharing is going to be 5%. That's a modest arrangement for most engines. I'm probably not going to get a lot of sales until I start making a bunch more hits. But once I do, anyone making an adventure game, regardless of the platform, is going to be using this. And on the reverse, anyone making a game for Tapple, regardless of the genre, is probably going to be using this engine too. And if they make an adventure game on the Tapple, they will definitely be buying this engine to get this technology. So again, this is appropriate for this platform, so this is going to have the highest potential of market dominance. All right, so this is going to be offer engine for sale, yes. And I'm not going to set the number automatically, and I will just keep this engine updated. Oh, sorry, I need to also include a number 1 at the end of this to let me know that this is going to be limited to only Tech 1. So when I make Technology 2, I will be making a brand new engine, and this one will fade away in time, because if I update this to level 2, everyone who's already paid for it is going to also update to level 2. And I want them to buy my next best engine. I don't want them to get that, ride the coattails and keep riding this all the way to the end. I want them to stop, make another purchase, and get the second version of the engine, which is going to be more expensive, and it might be more profit sharing as well. So that said, that's how I do this. And then I'll also make a separate, like I said, separate ones that's just for PC, not for them, but for me, in every single genre, because that's going to be my primary platform setup arrangement. Okay, so that's done. That's one engine out of the way. Okay, so now I got to make my second engine, which is going to be for develop a new engine. So this is going to be for an arcade. So I'm going to make it for this one. And a better one for arcade in this case is probably going to be racing, or like I said, fighting or something in the future. Skill would be a good one, but I'm trying to keep people away from using making skill games, because that's mine, and I would rather have less of a market out there doing that. Puzzle games not good for arcade machines, but racing, spot on. That'll have to do for now. And now I'm going to be locked into this because I can't change this later on. At least not for this engine. I have to make a whole brand new engine to change that. So race and arcade and same thing. 1. There we go. So that's the public race engine for them to use. And then I just have to make one more for consoles. And I don't know if I want to make a console yet because the only other option was puzzle games. And I don't think puzzle games are good for that. So develop a new engine. Yeah, puzzles are good for consoles, but they are not a big seller. But because it came out first here and everybody has it and they've got skill on it, it might be big here. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make puzzle dedicated for platforms or for consoles. So that's the difference between these. That's why they've got different market shares that are that don't always make sense because one is a console, one is a PC. So it's two totally different markets, as well as the handheld's going to have its own market. The phone's going to have its own market. All right, so this looks good. This is a foundation of all my engines for the public. And this is going to be... Now, later on, this is going to be my console. It's not going to be this console. Even if there's a more popular console out there, I'm going to make it mine so it looks more appealing. If they buy that engine to get puzzles, they will consider making my console because they have the engine for it, and it's a better suited combination. Hello. Puzzle. And... again, 1 for technology, so I know just by glancing at the list of my engines that it's Tech 1. Oh, no. Go. Make that. So the only one I have to make now... well, now I have to make all 4 of those. I still have to make 3 of those. Develop an engine. This is where I make all my specialty engines. So I gotta make sure offer engine for sale is not selected. And I am focusing on just the Tapple, and I gotta make 1 of every engine. So first off and foremost is skill. So it's going to be PC. And actually, I should say me. This way I know. And it'll be up on top. I know because it's gonna have arcade. Yeah, okay, so that's what I did. I just did this. There we go. Skill, I didn't give it a title. I already know it's for a PC, and then 1. So I know it's tech level 1. That will change. I will not make a separate engine for tech level 2. This is just going to continually be upgraded to the latest, greatest skill. I just know by looking at the list that, oh, tech level is 1 for this. And I need to update it or not. Actually, yeah, okay, that'll be fine. I don't have to actually include that because it's going to show me the tech level in that title. So that's fine. But these brackets here, they're going to keep it up on top or on the bottom. It depends. The list sorts itself. Different lists sort themselves in different ways. And everything else looks good. Okay. So that's my skill. Even though I have the other engine. Actually, what was that engine I had? Real quick. So that was... so I've already got the adventure on here. So I can skip doing the adventure one. And just use this when it comes time to doing it. And that'll get that popular. So I'm going to do that. I'll skip adventure. Yeah, it's going to be race. Racing. Not for sale. Everything looks good. Mic it. Yeah, sorry I'm wasting so much time on this, but I consider this a necessity. Develop engine. Yeah, and I'm gonna make the adventure engine anyways. It's better to just have that than not have it. I don't know, I'm torn. Yeah, no, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just do these. Not for sale. All right, licenses have been unlocked. Now I have money to buy licenses. What did that have to do with anything? Is that how I got the licenses? Was because I made near $1 million bucks? I just spent money. How did that happen? All right. New research available. Secrets. All right. So we can hold off on quality assurance. And we're going to get that gameplay feature done. This way, when I make my new game, and actually, I'm going to start right off the bat, develop a game, and is going to feature B+ title, and the main genre is going to be skill, because here I'm going to pick my skill engine. Ooh, and I probably should have picked one that they can use. All right, I think it's less appropriate, but it's going to be for the tapple. So I'll just use this one to feature it because it's for the tapple. I'm going to add Fairtech in there as well. So maybe I should do an adventure game, even though it's going to be crappy. It's better suited. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get one just to get it in there. I'm going to make it just a B game. Didn't want to do that, but let's do that. I want to get this engine noticed. So this is going to help get the engine noticed. That was adventure, and can I get a subject? Is skill? No. Puzzle is in here, so I can do that. I can get some more of the market. So I'm going to do puzzle, and both age groups are appropriate. So let's go right for adults, and the main topic is going to be, okay, I'm right down the bottom here. Ancient is totally burned out. Everybody figured that out, jumped on the bandwagon, stole my hot topic idea of a game, and burnt it. So let's get dragons in there as the next best secondary one. And a subtopic that is decent would be fantasy, kids, or treasure and wizards. So fantasy, kids, treasure, or wizards. Let's go for dragon. Dragons and treasure. Sounds good to me. Adventure plus Dragon's Treasure. And I can buy a license now, so this is awesome. Buy a new license, and we are going to go right for, again, a jugular vein here. It is okay, do not use it for the title. I mean, that's really going to cost me, put me $1 million bucks in the hole. But I cleared off my bankruptcy already. That is, I'm lucky that cleared out because I wasn't paying attention to that. They need to make that more forefront, like reminder, everyone right here, where everybody's looking at the top of the screen. Okay, buy dev gets. I need Commander Pete. Let's go ahead and just go for broke and get them all. In for a dime, in for a dollar. Enable all languages, yes. 2D line graphics, the new engine feature added. All right, I'm not going to have these guys do anything else, but I am going to go ahead and get this, a tiny quality assurance team in here. And while I'm at it, before I do that, I'm going to move all this stuff down and flip these rooms. All right, looks good. Sorry, let's get back to the game. Oh, I need to probably put some people in there, don't I? And I think I have some people inside here, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken. That's quite a strong possibility. What was I doing? Game testing. I do not have any game testers in there. I was horribly mistaken. I was avoiding them because I didn't need them. And now I need them, and there's probably not going to be any in the job market. There is. Great. All right. I don't want you. Don't want you. Let's get rid of the don't wants first. Don't want you. You're not that horrible. Definitely don't want you. Don't want you. Don't want you. Oh, I could have actually probably taken that one. I don't want you, Buggy. And this guy's not bad. He's a game designer, though. I don't need another game designer. I don't need you as a researcher. Don't need you as a game designer. Don't care if you are a lucky researcher. You're a basic researcher. I already have my researchers here, but ooh, a game designer with a leadership role. Do I have? I need to check that real fast. I don't think I have another leadership game. Maybe I did pick one up. No, I did not. So I need another game designer with a leadership role besides myself. And getting him early on might be best to fill up his experience. But as my star level goes up, I'm going to get better employees. So what is his skill? Is 39. It's actually not bad. Makes no errors and never has good critical work. So that's actually lowering his price. I think I'm going to hire you. Drop you in here. I'll deal with that later. I will move another guy into here. Okay, now I need focus. Focus, Jason, focus. All right. Graphic artist. No, I don't need graphic artist. What am I doing? I need game testing. How did I get on graphic design? Ah, there is no game testers. I just deleted them. All right, that is a bummer. Oh, I should have hired this guy. Oh, I don't know. He's asking for a lot. So yeah, no, sorry. I know you got a big brain, but I'd rather have the other guy. And this guy is suitable too, but I already got one more than I need. Maybe I can stick my... Is there any other office workers? I can put researchers in office. I'm going to get an office worker and a researcher in there, because I know I'm going to use them later on anyways. All right, so I'm going to hire you guys. You're going to go in here. And I need to figure out who is the worst bottom of the barrel here that I can kind of dispose of. Let's go for, okay, game design. I've already got that down. Programming. Got all my good programmers there. I don't need any more programmers. I don't want to lose them either. Graphic design. Got two guys there. Or sound artists. That's it, really. I can spare a sound artist. I can also spare a programmer. I think I'm going to spare a programmer. No, I'm just going to expand this room. There we go. Now everything's nice and bright green, ready to go. I'm not overcrowded anymore, and I could probably hire a couple more people, and I'm going to real fast. I need graphic artists. So what do we have? We have got two not bad people. And I think I needed another two game designers. So game design. What happened to my game designers? There was game design. Oh, did I get rid of them all? I did probably, didn't I? Or they just quit. They're like, nope, we are not letting you select us. You just didn't hire our friends. You ain't gonna hire us either. All right, sound artists I've got. Okay, I don't need you. You might be worth taking right now. efficient and inexhaustible, so they don't need breaks. As a matter of fact, I am going to take you, and you'll just go into a specialty room because you have no like special other skills that I need. Okay, these guys are doing something. They need to be doing game reports right off the bat. And I've got a lot of game reports to catch up on, and I'm going to turn automation on, let them go do their thing for the next foreseeable future there. I can add that game feature in here, so let's go gameplay features and add that in. Good, and what does the development report say? Wait, that's not, oh, they're not done. I thought they were already done. They're going to be done just before week 4. Continue development. Although I am curious, did they get that feature in there? That was awfully damn quick. Okay, I know that just said star on graphics in this one, so I'm going to change design priority. It's like, was it Schrodinger's cat or whatever? You know, is it dead or is it alive? You know, you don't know until you look in the box, and that's what, it seems like that's what's happening here. Now there's no stars. Every time I look, it's a different result. And I've got 3 bugs out of nowhere. Where do those bugs just come from? It just says 0, didn't it? Did it not? Okay, now time has passed, and now those stars will probably be correctly back there again. Come on, get the last bug out. You're messing with me now. Okay, yes, so they came back out of nowhere. I know they actually exist. The cat is alive inside the box. Do not worry. No cats were harmed. Heated, don't come after me. Finished development. We still got this. That's it. Okay, 80 to 100%. And we're going to go before week 4 rolls around and search publisher. That should be good enough. And we are going for Qatari so we can get the contract jobs in here, which is going to be great. Got the My Best Friend Award. 92, 93%. Yeah, please give me a really good contract deal. All right. The Island of Monkeys can create an adventure game at least 70. And My Best Friend, maximize relationship with the publisher. Great. So now I can go in here and get a publisher exclusive contract. I don't like that you have to go into these menus to do certain things. It seems like it's like it should be somehow not have to do that. I don't know. It's a publisher exclusive contract. So they are offering me, 72 months. That's you're killing me. If I break that contract, it's going to cost me a couple $1,000,000. But they are offering me 12 as opposed to 8. So that is a pretty hefty sum. But they are going to take, I think, I can milk that. I don't know if that can be reduced at all. I don't want that 72 months. That's a lot. I mean, I had a contract the last game. It was 24 months. You know what? I'm going to be a billionaire anyways. So it don't matter. It just saves me from having to get manufacturing later on. I mean, by the time I get to manufacturing, I'm going to have millions of dollars anyways. It'll be worth buying them out, and they will have done their task, getting me the exposure I need, the fans, and all that good stuff. Okay, so that's good. I've got 8 more games to be researched over here, so those topics should start turning green and red all throughout all my games. New research available checkpoints. All right, we are doing it. Gameplay features, checkpoints, get it done, out the door. Automation is off, and keep cranking out these titles. One person on the job market. Please tell me you're a game developer or a game tester. No, you're a game designer. I needed you, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, game designer. I was still short. Okay, so this should work out well. This next game is going to be a me game. So that means probably skill. Oh, it changed to racing now. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like we are doing a racing game. B+. And unfortunately, racing is an arcade machine for the engine. So I'm going to use my own race engine. Ha! You get it, my own race engine. That's funny. What was I doing? I'm trying to, I guess I got distracted. Oh, I need my program here real quick. Racing, and I have no subtopics for this. Not yet. That's okay. Target group is going to be... I didn't go for the jugular on the last game. I am going to go... I did a race game here. Was that for kids? That was for children. Okay, so I already got a race game for children. So I might as well just go ahead and hit all. And capture some of the entire market. All right, so that is done. I need to figure out topics for this. And topics are going to be... definitely not ancient. What do I have at the top here? Cabs and cars. I already did cabs and cars. So I need to get down the list. We've got desert and kart racing. So I'm going to do cars and kart racing to get that in there. And was this licensed? It was. So I've got another. There you go. Do not name it. Cars and kart racing. All right, looks good. Standard game. Yes, can't change that yet anyways. So, and we are going to go with my engine. I don't care about advertising the other one at the moment. For PC, and we're going to get Commander Pete in there. 0.6 million. So yes, we need to get Commander Pete in there anyways. No more dev kits to buy. Enable all languages. All right, but these guys, I'm going to have them stop real quick because they are going to be improving gameplay, and we are going to pack this full. First B+ game with my engine, my racing engine on computers. And it's on 2 computers now. I'm going to have a difficult time because Commander Pete, I've got no stars on there, so that's going to introduce a little bit more bugs than normal. And luckily, it's an easy engine, so it's not going to be too many extra bugs that it's added into there. Continue development. But that's going to extend the development time. And I rolled over. Did I not? Oh, I did not roll over on the weekend. That was just the cost. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. So it cost me almost $200,000 just to make this game. That's okay, because it was on week 1, so I've got plenty of time before my salaries start pumping in here. And the bugs are already almost done, and these guys haven't even looked at it yet. All right, you guys can... I can't do console development yet, but I need to do that not really soon, but support I don't need. I don't need marketing yet because these guys are doing all my marketing, so that's kind of great. I saved on that a little bit as well. So I'm going to go right for graphics and sound. I think I've got more sound artists than graphics guys, so it's probably going to be better for me to have a graphics studio and leave my sound guys inside here just doing sound stuff as the first room. Not that it's not going to matter because I'm going to have both eventually in time, so okay, you guys can do that. Take your time. No rush. And actually, I'm going to find one guy in here, 2 guys in here that are better at game testing. Not really better, but I do have a technician in here. Should be not going to be normally cross-trained for that, but they are the 2 better extra guys. So let's get those guys in there to finish that up. Get the points added in here. Check the development. No stars. All right. Keep developing. Yes, because it's an B+ game, it's going to take a little bit more time to get this done anyways. All right, finished development. We got a star. We are not at a star yet. Ah, too bad. You didn't make the cut. I'm not going up for a next raise here. Finished development. Hand over to Qatari. I don't want to. That's. Nope, nope. Oh, that was so close. Finished development. There we go. Now I want to hand it over to Qatari. I don't know if that's going to impact the. If it erased those stars, I'd be like, hand it over. They're like, nope, sorry, the points aren't right. All right, Commander Pete. That's what the other thing was. Besides these not having that many knowledgeable stars of skill attached to them. Hey, not bad. 96 and across the board, except for the gameplay, is 82. All right, so that should be a big hit. And if I time this right again, no, I don't want to crank out another title. I want to start doing some commission work. I don't want any more titles popped over on my screen here. I want to get some of these other things here hammered out, get the experience, especially in the ones that are not good to get experience in right now, which is this one. And I'm not going to include a subgenre for them. I could. I'm not going to. And for topics for this is adventure. Correct. Yes. All right, so for topics, I might just try and read out some of these. Ancient, I could do that for them and really crush them. It's look good for me, but bad for the market. All right, cabs is red, cars is red, candy is red. I don't know if I did those already to get to turn those red, just so I can get the points on it. So I'm going to go for something else further down the line, which I know I probably didn't make a game for these guys. Cyborgs and desert. Okay, I didn't do desert, so that's a given to add that. And dragons would be the next one. I already have dragons, but I don't think I had dragons when I did theirs. Fantasy. I did not do fantasy because it's not here at all. There we go. I can learn those two. Target groups for this is adult and seniors, and I can make it for teenagers. I'm pretty sure I didn't make it for teenagers for them. I probably might have actually done. I know I didn't use children because saving those for me, for the target audience. And I'm going to be using my PC Adventure Engine. Perfect. Even though it's for consoles. And we're doing one language for them. All right, good. We're good to go. Oh, third platform has been unlocked. Awesome. Awesome, dude. All right, new platform, Tapple 2. That means Tapple 1 is going to be expiring soon, and the next time I can upgrade a game engine, I got to upgrade all the PC ones to Tapple 2. Which has the higher level 2 technology potential. Continue. Oh, I can hand this over now, right? 50 to 70. I don't know if I'm going to get credit for all of the... I'm going to continue. I don't want to hand it in too early and not get the star levels for the things I'm trying to get the star levels on. So I know if I get a course, oh yeah, plus I had bugs in there. I don't want to get that tagged onto me. Oh, and it's a summer slump. So yeah, I'm not releasing games now because that's going to totally cut into my initial launch margin there. And these ones have got enough staying power that they're not going to totally die off the market yet. With that little hit. See, that's the good thing. Is this is negative 30% games and consoles sold. It doesn't give you 30% when you have bonuses. It also doesn't take away 30% on the bottom end either. So, all right, 60 data. I'm gonna hand it over. That's good. Hand over the game. Okay, there we go. I got it all in there. I'm happy. Look at that. I fart gold. Oh, still big loss. All right, continue to do this again because I want to wait for a role-playing game to come out so I can make that engine and start cranking out a couple role-playing games as well. The games are still being researched, and the more I add in these contract games, the longer they're going to take anyways. And that was adventure, so we're going to do that again. Got another one for the Tapple. And we'll start at the bottom of the barrel this time. Okay, I did not do wizards. And treasure. I did treasure from mine. So let's get I know sports is totally inappropriate, so we'll do kids first, and then I'll come back and I'll do rugby on the next one. Okay, I just want to get that star level up in here. Target group, we know it is for adults and seniors, so let's go with all here. I'm pretty sure I already did that. I'll make them for seniors. I'll give them one good game. Time ships 2. And same engine, and we are good. Any other dev kits out there? Oh yeah, Tablet 2, I gotta buy that. I should just hand this. I'm going to hand it over. I got all my... I didn't know I was going to get all the stars for that. All right. I am just that good now. It's, like I said, farting gold. And I made money. Nice. Okay. So I am going to cut it off here. The next time I come back, I should be shortly able to make another game engine with role-playing. I'm probably going to have one more game engine feature pop into light. I haven't checked the Steam guides there to see when the next engine feature comes in. It should be shortly. These games will hopefully come along faster, and I will have more of the topics that I already made highlighted green and red when I'm selecting them, so it better matches my little program here along this way and throughout all these other topics and settings and everything. And I'll be getting close to getting ready to make consoles. I won't be in the next episode, but I will be getting close. I will be creeping a lot closer towards 10 million bucks, which I need just for the research on this. And then, if need be, my credit limit should be around 10 million bucks by then too. So I will be able to purchase the things that I need to build the rooms and hire the people and actually make the first console so that I can start making hundreds of millions instead of just little tiny things here, and then start spewing out games that are made exclusively for and in combination with my games to increase my population, my popularity and love for the company itself, as well as including or increasing my star levels here. I'm surprised I'm only at just 1 star level. I should be much more than that by now. Yeah, I'm so full of myself. All right, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Or not. Thank you again. If you liked it, subscribe. If not, subscribe and like. All right, thanks guys. See you in the next episode.